AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
It's way too hard to go to trade for Joker. The Lakers would be in charge of that. I think they're totally incentivized to do so. If the Lakers are going to follow the blueprint of the Dodgers, who the new owners of the Lakers are minority owner of the Dodgers. The Dodgers, from what I'm understanding, because I don't watch baseball like that, but it's a super team like Mookie Betts and Ohtani, and they just keep stacking guys up over there, and they don't care what the payroll looks like. So they wouldn't care about what Joker's payroll looks like. And that's the thing for me with this whole CBA thing. People are concerned with the amount of money, or teams should be concerned with the amount of money that these teams are going to have to shell out. Because if you pay the tax, the teams that don't pay the tax, they collect the money on it, which is why I always gave respect to George Steinbrenner, because he kicked out the Minnesota Twins owner from the skybox or wherever he was sitting at Yankee Stadium and said, "Yo, I'll give you $30 million a year. Fuck out of my skybox." I said, "Oh, I like Steinbrenner, man. He's a boss." And he's saying that because, bro, I'm paying top dollar for pure premium entertainment, and I'm paying the premium on it. So I can see the Lakers trying to at least go after Joker. That has to be possible. There's no way all of us can't see it happening. This Kobe and Shaq, Magic and Kareem. Shaq was a big time star, but Kobe was a star and was becoming a star in his own right. LeBron going there was a big deal because of that, and it also gives LeBron some leverage if they are interested. If the Lakers are interested in Joker, because he's like, "Yo, I know y'all interested in the big man, but I'm starting my own league. So if you want him that bad, you got to pay him a little more. I'm gonna now be competition for you outside of this NBA thing." That's major, and I think that's really what it boils down to: is the Lakers are either getting Joker or that new league is gonna go get Joker. You need stars to go do that. And we see it in boxing all the time with the Dazin group, whatever it is, Tiger Woods and them, whatever they doing in Saudi Arabia. A lot of this money is out of the country now, a lot of the attention. So Joker right now, and his fan base is kind of crazy worldwide. It's not, Kobe level and LeBron level, but it's still is popular. And he got, like you said, Flea, if he's renowned as the best player of the last 7 years, what better player to get as the face of your organization closer to their prime, unlike a Messi who came to the US playing soccer. It's not the same Messi. He's still nice, but that ain't Joker right now. So I'm leaning towards that as the conspiracy. Like, yo, LeBron's trying to start this with Maverick Carter. They're trying to put pressure on the NBA. y'all thought I was done. I told you LeBron is the most gangster individual in NBA history. Nobody took the NBA over like him, and he's not finished. Any doubts that we had about him toppling Jordan in post career, this might be it. Doing something like this to rival the NBA, that would be kind of crazy. And who better to start that with, AllBall?
I mean, I hear y'all. I don't know. It's weird. I'm going off the caption, but y'all both make great points. For me, I don't like it. I understand it, but I think, man, a lot of these guys should want to compete against each other. I don't like it. And LeBron James, he plays a lot of mind games. And this is like he knows how to get the attention on him. Let's just call it what it is. But if I'm the Joker, if I'm Luka, I wouldn't even want to play with Joker. I want to play against him. To me, that makes your legendariness just out of this world if you win. So for me, I just hope there's one player that set that precedent like that. And I hope Adam Silver, I hope he denies this shit if it is attempted to happen. How David Stern, God bless him, as he vetoed that Chris Paul to the Lakers. I would love for him to veto this. Like, seriously. It's getting out of control, Fabian. Like, these guys are signing $250 million, and then in a year or two, they're not even finishing out their contracts, and they're complaining and they want out. It's getting out of control to the point where the game is too watered down. We need to have competition. It's 30 teams in the NBA. You can't keep having 7, 8 good teams and the rest is mediocre. So LeBron is a gangster. And like I said, he gets what he wants, but I don't like it at all. That point y'all both made was great with whatever new league they're attempting to start. And I get, trying to get those guys involved. But as much as people may want to see Luka and the Joker together, I don't want to see it. I want to see them battling against each other in the playoffs. That's what I would rather see. But listen, I just want LeBron to own what he's doing. He started this, bro. I understand there were other super teams. Barkley tried it. People try to say Mike and them. Golden State with Curry and KD. But let's be realistic. This is what this man does. And his power is tremendous. And I respect him for that. A brother, have that power, make that money, make these moves. But at the same time, understand what you're doing to the game. It's not good for the game. Like, just imagine Joker, LeBron, and Luka on the same team. Like, it's so for me, I think they're playing mind games, but I honestly think the Denver Nuggets are in trouble. I think they will lose Joker sooner than later. Seriously. If they flame out again this season, because the help they have is good help, but Joker should have been on 3 championships right now. Easily. Joker get 3 championships with his accolades. He might be top 10 greatest of all time. I don't know whose slide he's going to take.
But then what if he does it as a Laker? Like all the other Laker greats, like a Kareem, a Wilt, a Shaq, right? What if he does it as a Laker, right? Like, I get staying in Denver and, you're the best Denver Nugget of all time. You probably are already right now. But that, the history of the league and, I took a look at when all of these guys became Lakers, and your Joker is 30. Shaq became a Laker at like 24, but Kareem was closer to 30. Wilt was a little over 30. I don't think Dwight was 30 yet, but you know what I'm saying? Those guys were well-accomplished players with the exception of Shaq. Kareem was a champion before he even became a Laker. Wilt was a champion before he even became a Laker, right? So and already all-time great players. So now they come in as Lakers and just kind of boost their legendariness. I love that word. But like, you know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't Joker want to boost his legendariness by being like going down as one of the best centers, if not the best center in Laker history? I know Shaq is there. I know Kareem is there. I know Wilt is there, but Joker is right up there on some people's list right now. So if he does that in the purple and gold, like with Luka as their European tandem, what type of nicknames are they gonna come out for these 2 Euro niggas? Like, that's gonna be some fun. I'm just saying, from a business perspective, from NBA, from watching, y'all want to explain globally, and y'all have these 2 guys on the same team in the NBA. Like, everybody can say what they want about not liking it, but you niggas didn't like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry together, and that was a success. You niggas didn't like a lot of niggas together, and y'all sat and watched it and loved it. Oh my God, LeBron James and D Wade are together. Oh my God, this is bad for bad. And you niggas loved it. So
good point. It's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, from the vantage point right now, it don't feel good. But when they roll that motherfucker out there and, you know what I'm saying, the ball goes in the air and shit is live and we watching the 2 best European players that ever played a game on the same, niggas is gonna like that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, back old boys punk ass down like them braids. Fuck you talking about? If the Joker goes to the Lakers, I mean, what are you talking about? Basketball history, brother. Throughout the history, we like dynasties. We like seeing stardom. What you talking about, man? And please go to LA so I can laugh every night. You're gonna score 130 points and give up 140. That bum ass team, LeBron, Joker, and Luka. What are you gonna do? Bummage. Who's gonna play defense? I would love to see that. It's gonna be superstardom, but you're gonna need 2, 3, 5. You're gonna need 20 people to play defense, bro. We love superstars. I don't care what sport it is. I don't care what you're talking about, old boy. When KD went to Golden State, that was the truth. Yo, man, he's a sellout. He's this and that. Yo, you ain't got no balls. You ain't got no cojones. All this. But the ratings were the best ratings since the Bulls.
Fabian, just real quick. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was beautiful basketball to watch. Like when you go to YouTube and just put in pause, Kevin Durant, Golden State, and look at them highlights in them clips. So Fabian, you're correct. I'm sorry.
It's insane. It's insane. And to be fair,
in real time. At least he backtracked in real time this time.
Right. Gotta love our OG. But like, to be fair, a ton of those teams work. Like, it starts flaming out when you start bugging and start trying to put so many teams together that just don't fit. But for the most part, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, it worked. I don't care what nobody says, it worked. It worked in the first year. They won 60+ games in the championship. If Kevin Garnett don't get hurt, they right back there, and then they was back there again. So that would have been 3 in a row.
Hold on, Flea.
Miami, it worked. Like,
let's stay with it. It did work, but when you said fit, which one of these super teams in the last 15 years were like, oh, this is the best fit? Because I like you said the Celtics and Golden State. Those two
fit. Miami looked clunky the first 20 games, and then after that, we forgot about those first 20 games because it fit. It worked. Like, yeah, we can name a bunch of teams that tried to put super teams together, but were they really super teams? Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and Russell Westbrook is not a fucking super team. Don't tell me that's a super team. Don't tell me fucking Paul George and Kawhi Leonard is a super team. But hold on, Flea.
These niggas wasn't. But Flea, hold on. Just slow down. The way people revere Russell Westbrook at the time, Mr. Triple Double, people have Carmelo Anthony as one of the greatest offensive players we've ever seen, and then people say Paul George. Remember, we ain't talking Paul George now. This is the Paul George coming from Indiana. When people were saying that skill set, remember, baby, like, so I disagree with you, Flea. I think that was a super team. It just didn't work. But you're not going to tell me those three together in their prime. No, I get it. But that was a super team, Flea. I'm sorry. I disagree with you with that. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. But those names at that time, that's a super team, bro.
And that was a bad fit. That's what I'm saying. Even Miami was not a great fit. They added, with Battier, Mike Miller, and they added some shooters and made push Bosh to the 5, and they spaced the floor for LeBron. But that means it didn't fit. That means you have to move everybody around. They naturally did not fit together. And that OKC team, Dame got them out in the first round with the bye-bye.
Yeah,
that was bad. And
I think that was even 4-1. Somebody can fact check that for me, but I don't think that was like some 7-game series that went 7 games. That wasn't no barn burner series, maybe 6, but
another bad fit. Another bad fit was Dwight Howard, Steve Nash, Pau Gasol, and Kobe. Terrible. They got some garbage out here the last 15 years. Who else?
Some of these things didn't work out for injury purposes too. Like you getting a Steve Nash that breaks his leg the first, what was that, 2nd game of the season, 3rd game of the season when he came over there. They didn't get a chance to even see what that looks like. Dwight Howard's back is broke. My back, spinal. Like, yeah, like that nigga, like that wasn't the greatest. And them niggas still went to the playoffs, right? So I totally agree with Fabian. Fit is probably the best word. A lot of these guys, whether that's the team or the gym, whatever, they try their best to put these super teams together. But I don't think that they're automatically super teams because a nigga is a superstar. You put a couple superstars together, now it's a super. Yeah, slow down.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.